followed by the state itself. And the police and collector, all these people don't pay any respect to these laws. That is why these things should be also examined by the commission, whether this implemented law has not been done or not. Through this also, the injustice is done to the people. Human rights are being violated, fundamentals are taken away, and the repression is going on. That is my submission. And for the last 10, 15 years, we have been seeing that we have complained police atrocities in Kashipur in 1998. A reporter went there and made the people and victims explain how the police beat them and lathicharged. But the report came that nothing has happened. Because then one ex-police officer had been there, that is mindset. But sometimes now we see same police officers now as the reporters, they give some good reports also. What's happened? Sometimes in POSCO, there is a agitator, that is a peaceful agitator, was murdered by bombs by goons of the POSCO company. And his compensation was given to him because of National Human Rights Commission's intervention. But the state is responsible, the police is responsible to promote these goons because they promote the corporates, and corporates have engaged these goons. But nothing happened against those people. Only compensation was given to a victim. So similarly, in many cases that I have complained, I have filed a petition on Lower Shuktal people in last month of May. The women are beaten because peaceful demonstration, just they went, just to sit before the police and the illegal construction, that the land acquisition has not been taken place there. It is a project for the last 15 years. There is no any budget even for this project. No compensation has been given. People have not accepted the project, but forcefully construction took place and people went there. But the police, with presence of collector, everybody, and SP himself, they attacked the woman himself. And when I complained before National Human Rights Commission, they shifted this case to the State Human Rights Commission. And now State Human Rights Commission is sitting upon this. And my experience is, most of the experience of other states also, the State Human Rights Commission does not function. Even they don't move at all. This is the state of affairs. In Jindal case, in 2012, month of January, the displaced people, 1,000 displaced people, went to Jindal Gate to demand that for employment, because land was taken, no livelihood is there. People went to the peaceful demonstration in presence of police itself. They are beaten by the security forces of Jindal. 200 people were injured severely. Even 2 to 3 people were died after 1 month. But nothing has happened, no action taken. Human Rights Commission is inquiring till now. So what is the result? And I want to submit a very most critical inquiry on a very historical land movement in Odisha, that is Narayanapatna in Koraput district, where the state has declared unwanted war upon the people in the name of Maoists. In Narayanapatna, a bonded tribal leader liberated himself and fought against illegal liquor because land exploitation. And after successful that he could stop the trading of the illegal liquor in liquor itself and also mobilize the tribals not to drink. And after that, under leadership of Nachika Linga as a bonded tribal, he led a very historical land movement to liberate land from the land grabbers, the Sahukars. And it continued from 206 to 209. And in between, there was a great bauxite deposit in that mountain, that Devmali, where these tribals are also getting the livelihood sources. And when this movement, this land movement, the Chief Minister himself declared in the State Assembly of Odisha that the lands, there is injustice to the tribals, and Government of Odisha amended 1956 Rule 2 Act to return the land in tribal area to the tribals from the land grabbers, from non-tribals. But that did not take place. Not a single acre of land was retransferred to tribals, and tribal people, they went on with a peaceful movement and captured land, distributed it also. But in between, the government of Odisha admitted that we will solve the land problem. But what happened? When this movement, which is a democratic movement by Chasimulya Adivai Sangh in Narayanpatna, declared that we will not allow bauxite mining Devmali for any company, because after mining a bauxite, until the water sources will be depleted and the tribals will lose their identity as well as also the source of livelihood and their also cultural rights. So then and there, the police, the state, land grabbers and mining companies, they all colluded and they declared this land movement is Maoist movement, frontal movement of Maoists, which is not a fact. Maoists are there inside the forest, but the people inside the villages, they are peaceful, they are a democratic movement. They are not Maoists. But to repress this movement, so now they declared, and Chasimul Adishbang is not declared as a ban organization. So that is.
I tell you, we do understand all those things. We want to
Yes, I am ending up. I am ending up this case.
We understand the problem, we know the problem quite a lot. And we want to know what is NHRC does or not does, or what can be done.
Yes.
So we have considerable material. We know NHRC is done very little. And anything else you want to add, please, because we are short of time.
No, I'm ending this case. Yes. I am ending this case. Because of this, you see, in the 20th November 2009, when the people went against the repression of the coming operation, they went to a police station, but without any provocation, the police fired and 2 tribal leaders were shot dead, only to repress this land movement. And after that, we filed before the National Human Rights Commission to inquire about the firing, about and the people's that is they are suffering from. And in course of time also, now this area has declared as a police state, just police state. There is no democracy, no movement, free movement. Even we people, defense of human rights, are not allowed to enter that area. So that is my point is, for last 4 years, the commission is inquiring, only getting the report from police and the collector. I also replied that please send some people, expert, to inquire it personally. Because many people that police have booked in the jails, hundreds, more than 400 people in jail within 4 years, and most of the people are acquitted by the court. I have the documents. So that is also I wrote to the Human Rights Commission, that all people within 4 years, people have gone jail, acquitted after 1 and 2 years, and nothing has happened. And same thing is repeating also. And police is replying that these are all cases against them. And that is proved as a false cases. So my submission is that then why people will go to the Human Rights Commission? After all suffering, after all things happened, and court acquitted them, but National Human Rights Commission has not reached any conclusion. That is my submission. That is why let the commission does not depend upon the police. That should have a specific agency, independent agency to inquire into, and that must reach to the immediate people, and land and natural resources must be taken into consideration that it violates human rights once they are alienated. That's my submission. Thank you all.
You have said that the National Human Rights Commission has referred a case to the State Human Rights Commission and they are slipping over it. Have you made this known public? I mean, through a press release, I'm not asking you to agitate before the Orissa State Human Rights Commission. In as much as you've been agitating over POSCO, I think there's no harm in hundreds of you gathering outside the Orissa State Human Rights Commission and shouting we want justice, or at least issue a press.
I wrote to the Human Rights Commission of the State Orissa after one case that one tribal leader in against fighting against Vedanta, the Ronguriakan, was taken by police, and they threatened that we will kill you as a mouthpiece if you will agitate against the Vedanta company. Then after knowing, we tried to focus it, and he was being released. Police did not admit that he was arrested, he was beaten, but in press it was written. Then we have also filed there, but after 2 years, the State Human Rights Commission wrote me that this case is closed, but I was not informed. I told them, if I have written and the complaint is not informed, why this commission will be here? So we do it right, but sometimes you don't abuse Human Rights Commission, because again we go to them because we do hope something that will happen. So that is our also weaknesses, that we don't abuse the institution, because still there is no alternative. Because police is not there, state is not. Even in democracy, the assembly, parliament, they don't speak about the victimized of the, so far the land is concerned. Those are fighting against the corporates, neither in parliament, nor in assembly, even not ruling class, nor in the opposition. So that people are in a very critical position, they depend on this institution. So these institutions should be more democratically empowered, strengthened, should be pro-people. That is our submission to the jury.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor. I would next like to call Sheila. She is deposing our first case. It's a case of land grab in Odisha.
जनवरी 2012 को जब जिंदल कंपनी जो कि अनगोल डिस्ट्रिक्ट में है उड़ीसा के, वहाँ पे जब हजारों लोग जिंदल कंपनी के गेट पे गए अपने एम्प्लॉयमेंट को लेके, उस समय जिंदल कंपनी के गुंडे और पुलिस ने वहाँ पे जिस तरह से उनके ऊपर अटैक किया, जिसमें कि 400 से ज़्यादा लोग घायल हुए थे, जिसमें 3 लोग मरे भी थे। लेकिन उसके ऊपर हमने फिर 3 फरवरी 2012 को हमारा केस हमने NHRC में दिया, जिसमें 3 कंप्लेनेंट थे, प्रफुल्ल सामंतरा, मैं और मधुरेश कुमार, हम तीनों कंप्लेनेंट थे। उसमें हम तीनों में से कोई विक्टिम नहीं है, लेकिन विक्टिम के तरफ से हम तीनों ने ये कंप्लेन दिया था। 3 फरवरी 2012 का केस, जो कि NHRC के एक्ट के हिसाब से 7 दिन के अंदर हमें रिप्लाई मिलना चाहिए था, उसका रिप्लाई हमें 1 साल 8 महीने